Do you know that money is unlimited and it is your birthright to be financially rewarded for it abundantly for your magical purpose work that you love to do and you're born to do? Problem is getting paid what you ask for without the convincing and the proving and the persuading seems impossible, right? So I know how disappointing and how soul crushing it is when, you've gone through your whole strategies session and maybe, coming to the process and then you tell them the investment. And I know how soul crushing and disappointing it is when they say to you, I'll need to think on it. That sounds great. I'd love to have it, but I don't have the money right now. Or I'm not sure, right? So I know how hard it is because the thing is that selling is not an easy process, right? Selling is definitely not easy. So if you're feeling frustrated, sometimes a little bit, disappointed that you're not getting yeses as often as you think you should, then I'm here to tell you it's a very normal process, because selling done by most other people have given selling a bad name, right? We always think about the sleazy car salesperson and maybe insurance people, bank people, every time we think about selling, we we associate with those. So I'm just letting you know that it is very normal. Now, what makes it extra especially tricky or challenging for us as conscious female entrepreneurs is not that we are the sleazy salespeople. No, it's that our magical purpose work is very unique in that there is no cookie cutter strategy out there that our work falls into a mold. There is no reference for this unique work that is out there and how do you sell it. It's because there's only one of you. That's why it's almost as if you are the pioneer and you are making up the rules. So if you're thinking there's something wrong with you, I'm here to tell you no, there's not. If anything, you are just so super awesome, such a unique badass that nothing can, in a way, fit you. You need to design something that, customized to you, that expands with you, and that supports you. So let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you actually got paid what you asked for in a heartbeat without any convincing, without proving or persuading, every time, like clockwork? Yeah, how would you feel? I'd love for you to tune into your heart or into your gut to say, wow, if that were my reality right now, I would just say my number and they will say yes. And it happened every time you got onto a call with a potential client. It just kept happening, clicking in all the time. How would you feel? Like super excited, right? Super excited, just, I don't know, just giddy with delight, so exhilarated, but I think just definitely powerful and feeling such a great sense of achievement. So the truth is that people think that it's the number that people are having objections to. And so they think that, well, if I lower it, make it more affordable, they will say yes. And then other people think, well, maybe it's too cheap. So if I really hike up the price and make it so super expensive, like, a, a Louis Vuitton level, then maybe they will say yes too. So the misconception is that people are lowering and increasing numbers thinking that that is what people are objecting to. And I'm here to tell you that it's not about the number. It is actually about the energy from which that number is born from. So if this is your first time catching me, my name is Sue Chen Lo. I am a 3-time #1 international best-selling author. I am the CEO of my Happy Positive Successful, my own company. I am a champion for women and children. I'm an international keynote speaker. You already know that I'm a creative power business alchemist and sovereign leadership catalyst. I'm also a global Women of Purpose nominee for Trailblazer in Business. And I'm also acclaimed for my Power Trinity Vortex that I speak of every chance I can on summits, on podcast interviews, in my writing, and really everywhere that anybody will want to listen to. So my passion, my mission, my legacy really here after I left a 10-year abusive marriage is to, never allow any woman or child to be in that position where they feel hopeless, worthless, and powerless. Certainly in my 10-year abusive marriage, I have felt all three or maybe one of these things at any given moment. And when I left my marriage, I claimed my sovereign power. I always had creative and financial power, but sovereign power was the piece that allowed me to see exactly why I had financial and sovereign power, sorry, creative and financial power, and why I could actually say, no, this is not the life that I want. This is not working for me. And I was not wrong for saying it. I was not super sensitive. I was not too demanding, or the two labels that everybody gives you when you say no. I was none of that. And in fact, I was a stand for myself finally because I could see my worth. That's why I'm so passionate about this work that I do with my clients, because I envision the day for every woman leader, a female creative conscious entrepreneur, to be in her creative, financial, and sovereign power. That means that they feel worthy of that creative, magical gifts they receive from intelligence. They're honoring their mission, their soul, their legacy work they're here to fulfill. They're being that queen of their life and their business, where they're saying no to what is wrong and out of integrity, and saying right and yes to what is in alignment, even though it may be inconvenient, and that she has so much money in her corner that she can say no to anybody who wants to manipulate her and rope her into dark projects. She can say no because she has so much of it, she doesn't have to say yes. And then she knows how to reinvest those dollars into the world to make sure that money, the narrative of money, the dark, coercive, manipulative idea about money is changed forever. So that is the vision that I have, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing my work, my methodology, something that I have been working on, over these 3 decades of working offline and online through different businesses with hair care, education, in consulting, in fashion, and certainly now in coaching in the online space. So I'm here to share with you today the 3 pieces of how you can quantum X your money. So this is the 3rd piece of this Wealth Ignite portal that you have entered. And I'm here today to deliver a in-depth training on this last piece, which obviously money is a very practical, very physical dimension of this world that we live in, and it's very, very important that we talk about it. Most people shy away from it, but today I'm going to speak to you openly to it, inviting you to embrace this idea about money so that you can receive it into your container, into your business, because you need it. Money is a multiplier and an amplifier of your magical purpose work. And the key is not to run away from it, but to know how to use it, to command it to your advantage as the queen of your life and certainly the queen of your business. So the first piece that the solution which is what I was alluding to. It's not about the number that people are objecting to. It's actually about the energy from where the money has been born from. The first energy that when you create a certain number that most people create it from is this idea of what can people afford on the one hand and what can the market bear. Now, if you look at these two things, it's about something external. So when you do this to say, well, what can people afford? The power is in somebody else's hand, somebody else's wallet, somebody else's pocket. It's not in yours, it's in theirs. And if we say them, well, how many billions of people are now on the planet now? You're giving your power away to all those avenues. So the power is not with you. If you say, what will the market bear? What can the market, the economics bear? Then you are again giving your power now to the economic climate. And as we know, economics have ebbs and flows. And if you're going to be governed by that or controlled by that, again, money is not in your power. So this first energy of where if you created a program and you, I don't know, decided to sell it for 2K and you think 2K is cheap because everybody else is selling it for 5 or 10, and so people will buy yours. Not necessarily, and you're wondering, well, it's 2K, it's too cheap, it's affordable, why is nobody buying it? It's not so much about the number, it's about the energy from which the number came from. So the energy from which you created this number 2K came from, I am not in control of my money, I am not in leadership of my money. I've given it away to what people can afford, and I'm giving it away to the economic climate of the whole global economy. So you can see that your power has been diffused, and so you are not creating from your center and certainly not from your vortex. So that is the first piece about the fact that it's the energy. The energy is coming from lack. So what do we do about it? Well, we want to go, instead of picking a number to say what can you afford versus, what the market economy is able to bear, is what is the aligned pricing. Now, when we talk about aligned pricing, now we bring the power back to you, because now this is about looking at your offer, which we talked about in the first training about your unique offer, looking at what is this transformation that your clients are needing and are wanting, and what is this magical purpose work that you are called to create and to offer and share with the world. So as I said, if we want to apply the rules of economics or the dynamics of economics, supply and demand, let's look at supply and demand in the sense that you would not be called to create this offer if there wasn't a demand for it, which means if there's a demand for it, people will buy what you are offering, provided the energy of what you are asking for in terms of the investment is aligned. Aligned to what? Aligned to your heart, your soul, aligned to what you're here to create, aligned to the legacy you are here to share, and also aligned to the business practicalities of, well, does it cover your cost? Does it cover your expenses? Does it cover your time of delivering this? So in my world, if you decide to come and work with me, with my clients, what we look at are these practicalities. So as I said before, because I am somebody who bridges the creative, the business, and the spiritual aspects and the worlds, I have all of these considerations when I walk my clients through how to price their programs. So we must have, honor each of this world to say, well, what is that number or the investment that this transformation calls to, but does it also address my practicalities of running a business in the practical 3 dimension, because it must return a profit so that I'm earning something, because as long as I'm resourced, then can I continue this work in the long run, instead of obviously not making ends meet, and then I have to close the doors. So that's that practicality, plus also is the investment that I'm asking for in alignment to the transformation that I'm offering. So the first solution that I'm saying is, instead of giving your power away to the global economy and to other people's wallets, is to look at the alignment between your business situation, what your soul is calling you for this transformation work, and what is it, I guess, a direct translation of the value that you offer. So aligned pricing is the first solution. Second solution that we want to look at, the second piece for how you can quantum X your money, is that the energy of money has the power. It's like you've got this energy that money is on a pedestal and you have no power at all. So you are in this energy to say, please, 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 can you, I hope the client will say yes to this offer. If they say yes, then I'm going to be able to pay my bills. If they say no, then I'm in trouble. So this energy that money, no matter what you do, in a way, is going to blindside you, is going to dictate how money wants to go about it, not you. So when you have this energy, again, now your investment, the value that you want other people to pay you for, comes from this space that money has the upper hand. Whereas in my world, what I teach my clients is that money is energy, just as you are energy, which means that we are both on equal ground, or if anything, we are trying to neutralize the power of money. And money becomes a tool or your avenue to amplify magnify, or multiply your creative power. So money doesn't have the upper hand. If anything, you are working in collaboration with money to say, well, money, I want money to service this transformational work that I do. So can you please, resource me? When you're in that energy and you create a 5K program, that energy is inherent in that program. Then when that program or that offer goes out to your clients, inherent in that program, does it say, wow, this thing is full of transformation. It's here to service the world. It's here to uplift humanity. It's here to resource women, and et cetera, et cetera. Whatever you build into that energy is now money is on a co-creational level with you. And that's really how the whole divine universe really works. I mean, we as divine creators, we create, and all our creations are expressions of who we are. So money is just another means of expression. And like I said, it amplifies your purpose and your magical purpose work when you command it instead of allowing it to tell you what to do and, be manipulated. So that's the second solution. The third solution is this energy about, well, I feel really guilty and ashamed when I receive money. So this idea of, I'm going to say 5K, but secretly, if it comes, I'm just going to feel really guilty that I even received it. And I feel really guilty that I should even have it. So in a way, it's like, well, maybe don't come, right? So there's this energy of shame and guilt, because the universe doesn't want you to feel ashamed and guilty when you receive the money. They want you to feel abundant, resourced, and worthy, that this is your reward for this amazing transformational work that you do, which is such a challenge to get out there. They want you to feel that. But if you are saying, no, I'm feeling ashamed, I will feel ashamed and guilty to receive this money, in a way, you have self-sabotaged and built in this self-sabotage into this money, the number that you have created. So is it surprising that then when you present it to your client feels that, oh no, if I say yes to this offer, she's going to somehow, be in an unhappy place if I were to say yes. So I'm going to make an excuse and say, I'll think about it. and I haven't got the money now, right? So in this third piece about feeling guilt and shame, you want to know the solution is to know that you are worthy. The fact that you exist and you are here in this universe, we all are vessels of the divine intelligence, and we are all here to deliver different versions of the same message. So if you are here doing this work, whether you're a wayfinder, you're a light worker, you have a mission and a purpose, which means that you need to be abundantly resourced for it, because just like a seed is built in from its inception right through its flowering, the rain, the sunlight, the soil, whatever it needs to grow to its full potential, you too have been built in into your system. So you are worthy to receive the rewards for your efforts. The reason why you feel shamed and guilt is because that is a narrative that has been generated in order to keep us small and keep us, I guess, as a servant girl instead of being on equal footing with money. Because if we were to know how powerful we were, that we could command money, so the dark regimes that are already have been circulating in this lifetime would probably have fallen away ages ago. So of course they couldn't let us know that we're worthy to receive the money. So if you know this and claim your worthiness, I mean, the fact that you exist is proof enough that you are worthy. Claim that, and then that worthiness is then baked into the investment. So it doesn't matter what number that you give. If the energy inherent in that number is there, then your clients will energetically feel like they are of service to you by resourcing you in exchange for the transformation they're gifting, that you're gifting them, because they are giving you something that you want. It's not going to bring you pain and suffering. It's actually going to uplift and upgrade your life and your business. So the energetics behind the money, not the number, is where it all makes a world of difference, and it's a game changer. So in summary, for this third piece, QuantumX Your Money, I have spoken about the three key solutions. The first one is about thinking that, well, you know, the energy of what people can afford. So giving your power away to other people's wallets and the global economy. Instead, we want it to come back to you through aligned pricing, asking yourself, what is aligned in terms of my business situation, covering my costs, my expenses and profit, as well as, what is the value of this transformation I'm gifting to others? What is something that honors the work that has been downloaded from my creative power? So the aligned pricing looks into all aspects of the creative, your financial, and your sovereign power. The second solution that I spoke of today is about not giving money, not allowing money to be on the pedestal. Take money off the pedestal. Know that it is here to be a co-creator with you. And it is your creative power that leads, not money. Money is waiting for you to tell it where to go. It's only too happy to go where you ask it to go. Unfortunately, most of us have been waiting for money, and while we wait, nothing happens, right? So we've got to take the front seat and drive where we want money to go. Now, in order to be able to drive money and to take it off the pedestal, the third piece is you need to know that you are worthy of doing that. You're worthy to receive it. You're worthy to say where you want it to go, because you are a valuable entity in this universe, just like the mountains, the sky, the stars. We are all expressions of the divine intelligence and the divine source. So therefore, you are worthy to be resourced for your expansion and your evolution on this dimension, and certainly on this planet. So you are worthy. So now we are up to the taking action, because now that you've understood this training, the next step is once again to go back to the Lizzie May the Immortal, the channeled text embedded with divine messages for you, your Wealth Ignite portal. This time, again, when you enter the portal after a quick meditation to get yourself tuning into your heart or into your gut or into your zone, then you want to ask your divine intelligence to share with you specifically what is the number or the value of your program that needs to be birthed. What is the aligned pricing that your program is calling for? All right, so that can be one specific question. Then that is going to help you to know that from part one, you have a unique offer. It truly is unique. Your second training was all about being the go-to expert, that you are the go-to expert of you. And this offer now has an aligned pricing, a pricing that has built in the energy of worthiness, the energy of I am in power, not money. I command where money wants to go, and money is only too happy to do so. And the third piece is I am not ashamed. I'm not guilted to receive money, and I'm going to take money back into my domain, my ruling, and my command. So this is the three aspects of what I've talked about today. Now, so therefore, in your workbook, you want to ground whatever divine intelligence has for you. What is the number that they think your program deserves, or is worthy of, or is calling for you to receive? Ground all your new insights, your nuggets into that third workbook. And again, if you are just unbelieving, disbelieving of the number of that program that you have received from divine intelligence, and you are wondering how to really make that happen practically to receive it through your business, then definitely schedule a strategy session with me, a Power Trinity strategy alignment session with me. Now, a lot of times in these power strategy alignment sessions, most women leaders have the weak areas in their financial power, which is your ground, your root chakra, the vessel, the container from which your creative power expresses itself. So this is your grounding force, your foundation, and most leaders have this as their weakest area. It is because, as a general rule, that we as creators, when we come from the huge expanse of our divine intelligence and it slowly gets constricted into this teeny little container, we start to feel trapped, not knowing that we have the power and the ability to make this container customize and expand with us. So this is what I actually teach my clients, how to build that expansive container so that it mirrors and is a reflection of the huge expanse of your divine intelligence or your creative power. So most women have misalignment and missing elements in that third layer, which is your financial power. Not surprisingly, then they struggle to receive the consistent 10K months. Money is hard, selling is hard, marketing is hard, because it's all connected to this financial power piece. So if you are then itching to know, oh, wow, how do I actually ground my divine intelligence nuggets into this practical piece, then I urge you to schedule that strategy session with me, because not only will we look at what is missing in your power trinity, and it could highlight that it is your financial power, your root chakra, that is unstable and it's weak. And then what we will do is then combine what you've downloaded from this portal, and then I'll design a customized business strategy, business plan to align to your power trinity, along with all of the nuggets that you've downloaded through this portal, so that we can then make growing your business to consistent 10K months and beyond a reality. Not just on a wish list, but definitely a reality that you experience day in, day out. like clockwork. So if that's something that resonates with you, like I've said on the previous trainings, it is a safe space. It is a powerful vortex. I will not be judging you on what you may be, not proud of, maybe you're afraid of, anything that you're hiding. I will not be judging you. As you have heard from my personal story, I'm somebody who have been through the bottom of bottomless pits and have risen more triumphant and more powerful than ever. So my heart is with you if you are ever and have been or currently in any of those low places. And for you to know that those low places are temporary. You have the power within to reclaim that power and the ability to rise. And obviously, if you are weakened and you are unsure and you need help and somebody strong to lift you up and to walk with you on that journey, I'm definitely somebody who is very loving. As another speaker said to me, you have so much heart with the passion of the work that I do with women and with children through my legacy work, that you will feel definitely safe in my presence in this strategy session together. You will not be coerced or manipulated or gaslighted to invest with me. In fact, I will tell you if you are not a good fit, that I will send you another recommendation. So, if somebody's not a good fit, I'm not in the place to push you to do so, because it will not be in alignment, and both of us will have a miserable time to work together if we are not in alignment. But at least you will come through this strategy session being clear on what you need to stop doing and what you do need to keep doing and to do more of. And it's not going to be a million things. It's going to be some key, simple, powerful, impactful steps that's going to make life and business fun, powerful, wealthy, and abundant. So if that's something that sounds like what you are stand for and that's what you want, definitely schedule that Power Trinity strategy session with me. Now that wraps up the 3 pieces. Today was the QuantumX Your Clients training. So I hope you've enjoyed and gotten a lot out of this 3-part masterclass training. It is all part of this portal, this Wealth Ignite portal, to help you receive money like a queen by quantum Xing your clients, your money, and your offer. So I look forward to having you in my world. I do continue to send out videos, trainings on a regular basis, or you can catch me on summits, podcasts, and certainly on my books. So till then, thank you for your time, your energy, your focus, and your concentration with me. Certainly a commitment to yourself, your dedication to your magical purpose work. I salute you, and I definitely look forward to working together in a deeper capacity. So till next time, my name is Sue Chen Lo. I'm Creative Power Business Alchemist, Sovereign Leadership Catalyst, and I am a champion for your creative, financial, and sovereign power.